everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome back to another episode of OrgelCraft. Hope you all are having a good day today. We have not been taken over by the Tinies. I know there was a new update, drop, whatever they call them, that came out today, but, well, not today when you're watching this video, but today when I'm recording this video, yeah, after the fiasco that was me trying to get this world up to snuff with the last update, no, I'm waiting a while. I don't need to do that to my well-being. So, no tiny takeover yet. Instead, we'll just use the good old Hermitcraft resource packs of the agelock on our little baby Gast here. So, I mentioned in the last episode that I have a little bit of an infrastructure problem. And, well, you see, here's the thing. I have storage here, 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 and there, and there, and there, here, apparently, here, 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 here for the exact same things, here that I forgot about, here, here. Let's see if anyone knows where this is. And last, but certainly not least, here. Like I said, I have an infrastructure problem. And of course, with all of these storage locations, you notice that the one that I didn't include was this one. The one that was designed specifically to hold everything. I built this in Season 3, this massive, fully automated storage system that has everything from bulk shulker boxes to individual items to multi-item sorters that I had built for this to be the central hub of all of my stuff on OrgelCraft, and it's empty. That ends now. But of course, if we walk through this place, you'll notice that it goes all the way down there, but it also has a wing off to the starboard side and to the port side. Minecraft has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blocks and entities and variations that it's become a little bit of a daunting task even starting this, and honestly, that's mostly why I never did. I did sit down and try to break down all the blocks that needed to go in here and everything, and I got so overwhelmed that I walked away from it, and I said, I'll come back to it eventually. Well, guess what? It's eventually. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So, my plan is, today we are going to start working on this system, and every episode I'm just going to chip away at it a little bit. So my goal for today is to get a bunch of the bulk items in here and set up. So shulker boxes will actually dispense from these. And then you can just come in and pick what you need and go from there. So let me go and figure out exactly what bulk items I do want in here, and then we'll start getting this place set up. Alright, I have gathered some materials. And this is everything that we're going to be putting in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start clearing this out so that we can see what things we're going to have. And how many spots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have, let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. So clear out 3 of these. Whoops. Pop that back in there. And then it will probably be easiest to do this from... Oh, I guess we can do it from here. Let's see. Although, I'd like to grab those blocks. So let's go up to the top. Just head over here. And should be right here. Yes, okay. Oh, let's not fall through there. Okay, so starting here. All right, let's do this. Transfer everything down to... Nope, nope, nope. There we go. All right, so we'll start with dirt, then we'll go with grass. We're going to do moss, gravel, sand, sandstone. And then we'll move into... whatever that is. Can I have another sandstone? All right, and then andesite, and then we're gonna do granite, diorite, cobbled deep slate, tough glass, end stone, iron blocks, copper blocks, which I'm gonna need to do some work for, quartz. And then skulk, obsidian, blackstone, basalt, and netherrack. And then we'll just fill that in there. And so those are the things that... Oh! That's going to spread. Okay. We're going to do this, because I need that to not spread. So I'm going to make a coarse dirt, but it's not actually going to be a coarse dirt that goes in there. That's just so the dirt isn't affected by the grass. Okay. All right. So now the real question is, was I nice to my past self? Was my past self nice to my future self and put in filter items? No, I did not. That's okay, because I think, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that I should still be able to put this in here. And then I will just need to come along later. This should stop at like 40... Yes, okay. And then I can put the other things in as we go along. So we should be good to go with all of this. And I can just load all of this up. Now, I don't have... Right now, I'm just setting up the filters. After I get the filter set, then I'm going to do all of the bulk. And then let's go... Let's not do this here. Let's go, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I think it was, well, we can do this for now. Diorite, cobbled deep slate, tough. Can I see through here? No, but we can do that. Glass, and then it was end stone, and then iron, and then copper. Whoa, no, 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 no. Whew. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, we should be fine. There wasn't enough stuff in there to filter it down. I hope. I really hope I didn't just... Okay, it should be fine. Do I have anything I could put here? Yeah, you know what? Let me just throw... I'm just gonna put this block here to make sure that I double check that I didn't screw the copper filter up. All right, and then quartz. Whoops. Quartz, skulk. Buttons. Quartz. Skulk. Obsidian. Blackstone. Basalt. Netherrack. Yes? Yes. Okay. Alright, so that is all set. I also... Where did I put my glass? Somewhere over here? There it is. I want to just take a few of those back. because I could use a walkway over here. There we go. Okay. Alright, so those are all set, and then, how do I get out of here? Ah, right here. I should really put a ladder on the other side of that. Nope. I forget that that goes both ways. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so that's the start of our system. I might want to put something behind the glass, because I'm not sure that I want to be able to see through it, but we'll see. Oh, and that's going to need to be waxed, but it's fine. And then I think we'll leave this open, and then I think I'll probably leave these open as well. And I don't think there's actually anything behind there. I think that was for aesthetics. So then we need our wood types, which I didn't have room in my inventory for. So let me get those, and then we'll get that set up as well. Alright, so for our woods, oak, birch, spruce, dark oak, acacia, jungle, mangrove, cherry, and pale oak. I may come to regret some of those, but for now, that's what we're going to go with. And I decided, even though the system comes this way, I decided to put the woods here. So that way, if and when they add new types of trees, we can expand it this way. And then if I ever get other things that I want to add to the bulk, I have room to wrap around. And obviously, we have plenty of bays for bulk storage, because I think with these were 8 each. So I have up to 64 things. And I'll probably put some items in here at some point. You know, things that we get a lot of that we would have need for. But yeah, this is where I'm going with the woods for now. So, I need to get this. I'd like to get the system up and running, and basically run a test of it. But to do that, I need to put stuff in all of the filters. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that, and then get some shulker boxes of resources here. My goal, and we'll see if I actually get there. My goal is to get a shulker box of all of these materials loaded up and ready to go. Some of them will be easy, because some of them will be just dumping things in. Others will be, I'm gonna have to go get resources. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work. And I'll see you when progress has been made. Okay, I have cheated a little bit in that I have gone through and filled these boxes with their corresponding resource as opposed to running the system through. I don't have all of the resources that you see here, just because this was taking forever and I needed to make progress. But I do still have a bunch of shulker boxes here. So, I have also gone and done filters. I have done filters up to here. Now, the bulk ones are really the most important, because I don't want anything extra slipping through. If something does get into the system over here, this is not nearly as big a deal to fix. So, I will keep working on that as we go. So, yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I don't even understand how this is supposed to work. Oh, I bet it's a double chest. Okay. And then there's a hopper on the other side. So, theoretically, I should be able to throw these in here, and they'll get unloaded. So, cross fingers, crossing mine. Alright, and if everything is working out, yes, we should have shulker boxes that are being unloaded here. Yep. Yeah, we are seeing shulker boxes being put in place, and then they will empty out. Now, I'm kind of curious as to why this last one did not load. Because I definitely put more shulker boxes in than that, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Huh. Are there any more in here? No. Okay. Alright, but it should be going. And then I believe we'll see our... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure where we'll see that end up. But let's go up top. And we should see, hopefully, okay, we have no items coming up here. I don't like that. Okay. Alright, so that... Whoa. Okay, let's see here. So that's unloading, and it is definitely float... Ah! Okay. I... Got it. Okay. I know what I did. I don't know how to get out of here. So, I was very smart with myself. I made sure that I couldn't accidentally throw stuff into the system that would cause it to break. So, we can go, we'll just pop out down here. So all I should need to do is put a hopper into there. There we go! And then if we fly up here, we should start seeing items coming through. Yes, indeed. I don't know where my stone gets filtered through to. Right there. All right. Cool. Okay. Now, this will take forever. But yeah, everything should be running just fine now. And then when yeah, when the shulker boxes get emptied, then they should break. And again, I'm not sure why nothing loaded in this one on the end. Yeah, and then my question is, what happens to the empty shulkers? Oh, I think they get broken into that line. Yeah, because I should get the shulkers back. So I think if we look at, yes, this line over here. Let's free cam this. This should get my empty shulkers, which will send them into this line, which will send them somewhere. Oh, hey, look, it's going. Stuff is happening, so that stuff must be empty now. Glad you only hear the clicking within a certain radius. It's interesting that those have all cleared and these haven't. And then did we get new shulkers over here? No, so maybe that was all. Maybe, okay, maybe I just can't count. I wasn't paying attention. So, no, those are probably broken and then going around through. Okay. So then theoretically, so the system will refill itself with shulkers when it needs them. I believe that when I did this, I made sure there was enough backfill that any shulker boxes we didn't use would get immediately returned. And here they are. Oh, it works. It is working. Fantastic. All right. So then we probably won't see anything here. I'm not sure what that is, but obviously I can't interact with it, so it might be a piston. Oh, it is a piston. Okay. I'm actually going to pop this into Spectator, because Spectator will allow us to see inventories. So if we go here, eventually, somewhere up here is a shulker box loader. Here we go. Can I get in and see this? I can. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So this is loading. And when this is full, it should break this and it should end up down in that dispenser. So, yeah, I'm going to watch this happen and we'll see where it goes. All right, we should see this done here in just a second, and then that should break, and then it should end up down in, let's see, where should that end up? It should end up in here. No. Where did that end up? In here? No. In the chest? Oh, okay, it's in the chest. Okay. That's interesting. Shouldn't it... Ah, okay. All right, I think I see... Yeah, okay. So we've got the shulker of stone there. So then if I take a thing of stone out of here, will it register that this isn't full and fill it with a new one? Let's find out. No. Okay. So I can take it out of there, no problem. So I think if I want that one, I think what I do is break this. I wonder if it just didn't pick it up. Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to get picked up by this hopper minecart. No. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. Oh, you know what? Maybe... Now the question is... There it is. Okay. I was like, where did it go? So let me put this in here. And then we need to go downstairs. And there's a thing to prime the system. And I thought that possibly by skipping the first step. So let's see. I hope I don't break this. And then let's go see what happened. How do I get out of here? I know my way around my own storage system. I mean, it's not my storage system. Why is there glass missing there? Alright, so do I have a shulker box of stone here? I do not. And I have a shulker box of stone here. Okay. So... That's interesting. So that is still in there. This is still here. If I take that out... No, okay. If I break that... And throw it in there... No, okay. I'm going to have to go back and... Nope. Where'd that go? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and revisit everything that I did with that to see how that's supposed to work. Yeah, because I know that there's a... There are... Okay, wait, hang on. Because there are... Where are they? There are comparators in there. I wonder if it's... Maybe I need to take more out. Let's try this. Let's take out... No? What about if we empty it? Nope, that didn't do it either. Okay. I do not remember how this works, so that's fine. We know the system is working. We have our shulkers here. And yeah, I just at this point need to wait for the system to finish working. So I guess I'm gonna go in my little AFK room over here. Woo! AFK room. It's supposed to have a bed and all of that, but obviously no beds in the end. So I'm gonna let this run, and then yeah, and then we'll move on to an actual project for today. Well, it only took about 3 hours, but we do have everything sorted. We have a problem though, because I was monitoring it on and off as we went, and it broke a couple of times. And by break, I'm going to try to get in here. All right, so we have these shulker box loaders that are here that when this is full, it gets broken, and it's supposed to dispense another one. Well, on 3 separate occasions, I did not get a new shulker box dispensed, even though I have them in the system. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Also, this thing here... if we go down through the floor, so you notice that these pistons are all extended. There are, if I can get in here, so under these mine carts are hoppers and comparators. The comparators are reading whether or not there's anything in here. When this is empty, the comparator should shut off, which should cause this piston to come up, which would then activate everything else that's in here, and cause it to dispense another shulker. It's not doing that, and I don't know why. So, I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that I placed the shulker boxes in there. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm going to need to figure out. But yeah, but in the meantime, it works. Everything is sorted, and that's all good. So, the next thing that I want to do is I want to work on some farming stuff, and we will see just how much I get through. But as I've been working on the city, I have been using a bunch of mud, and I'd really like an easier way to make mud. So over here, I have a clay farm. And I want to try to turn this into a dual-purpose farm, so I'd like to be able to also harvest mud from it. So, I have played around with a couple of things, and we're gonna do Yensid does redstone, cause you know that won't be bad at all. Okay, so what we are gonna do, as I tested this in creative, what I want to do is basically pull this block out and then push it up so that we can move it to another farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a sticky piston here, and then below it we're just going to put a regular piston. And then we have this whole setup here to replenish the water bottles as we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fact that we have this redstone torch here, and we're going to do redstone dust there, there, and there. And then we're going to put one repeater there on 4-tick delay, and this one here on 2-tick delay. And then, if I come down here, I believe I've got some dirt. And now I can't get back up. I need blocks. Sure, we'll use the clay that we have. I never finished this farm, so that's an issue. We'll go there, and that'll work. All right. So what I should be able to do is stand here, do this, and that did not work. It worked in creative. Why is this not... is this just on a 1-tick delay? I thought it needed to be on 2. Okay, is the sticky... Okay, the sticky piston's not firing. Why? Why is the sticky piston not firing? Ah! I have fallen. It's weird because, yeah, this is not... I don't know why this is not. Alright, well, let me grab more redstone dust. Because I had that, but that shouldn't make any difference. Why is this not working? This is what happens when Yensid does redstone. This is why I hate redstone! Alright, let me go back to my testing world and see what's going on here. I figured it out! I had a block here. The block was taking that redstone signal from there, and it was sending it up here. Now, it is working! Alright, so then... let's do this. Let's get this to its piston push limit. And I just want to make sure the farm continues to work once... Oh, hang on. This is a very important step that I forgot, and I hope that I have... yes, I do. Okay. I need one piece of obsidian. I also need scaffolding, which I don't have. Alright, so we are going to take this block here, and we're going to place it with obsidian, so that if something, like, right now, it's not an issue, but if I reach the piston push limit, and it gets stuck there, I don't want it pushing... I don't want it pushing the system out. So, this should now be working, but let's test it all the way through. And I'm guessing that is it. Okay, so now what happens? Okay, it breaks the system. That's fine, because the system is not going to be allowed to get to this point. Yeah, and then I just need a way to be able to turn this off. I'll deal with that later. Alright, so then, what I need to do from here now, so I think we're going to put our system at, let's see here, which, I think this is the height to put it at. So from here, we're going to do a little piston feed tape. that will push this over. Let's just free cam this. So I'll have this push over here, and then have it push over to a platform here, where I can push it up in a 12 by 12. Because unfortunately, I have one of these things here. So it's gonna get. I was thinking I would put it over here, but with this here, I got to do some fancy stuff to do it. So I think we're just gonna feed it over here, over there, and then onto a 12 by 12 platform that I can push everything up, and then break it down from there. So I'm going to get to getting that feed tape built up and getting the platform in. Alright, everything should be in place, except for the fact that I'm getting bottles. Oh, is it because... Why is that not going... Why is it not being picked up by the hopper? That's kind of weird. Oh, what has happened? Wait. Why? Okay. There we go. Okay, it seems to be working now. Yes, there we go. So I should be able to do this as fast as these pistons can pull things out of the way. And let's see. Why? Why do I feel like that observer? Oh! I was like, why do I feel like it's in the wrong place? No, because we just had a thing go, and it pushed this over. So we are in good shape. And then yeah, I should be able to just keep going with this, and then eventually it will push up to the next level. So let's skip ahead. So we got 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah! And there we go. So that is all pushed up exactly where it is supposed to be, and then I have the lights here to make sure that the Endermen do not spawn. I don't know if Endermen will spawn on mud or not. But yeah, I flew away to get the lights, and they all spawned. So, you know, that's a thing that happens. But yeah, so there is our farm, and it's just a little piston pushing. So yeah, so it comes up here and then feeds into this. This does not interfere with this at all. So then yeah, just pushes over here, pushes all the way over. And then had to Google how to only get one tick out of an observer, because I had a couple. So I had an issue over here. So this is just a simple torch, and then when you get a block through here, it powers that, and that only pulses once. But over here, I had the issue of it was activating this piston. So I had to Google how to only get one pulse out of an observer, and the way you do that is with a sticky piston here. So when this pulses, it spits out its block, and you get a pulse the first time, and then when it pulses again after the piston pushes, it pulls the block back down, but you don't get the signal out of it. So it's a nice, easy way to only get one. So then we've got that over here that then goes to the platform and pushes everything up. And let me tell you, I did not measure the distance of this, and it fits perfectly. This lines up right with the edge of our thing there. So when I do finally design the room, yeah, we'll have bedrock as part of the design. But yeah, so there we go. So we have a mud farm, and then if I want to use if I want it to be a clay farm, then I think all I really need to do is just break this repeater. And I put the dirt away, so that's a problem. But yeah, if I just break that repeater, and then I can sit here and do this, and that will still tick, but it's not pulling anything because the repeater's gone. So, and if I want to use both at the same time, now does this need to be on 2? I think it needs to be on 2. Yeah, there we go. And if I want to use both at the same time, I think if I were to just hold down, no, okay. Yeah, if I just hold down, it's going to go to the other one. So maybe I don't need to worry about that. We could just hold down if I want the other one. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. So if I want to use this farm, then I will just space my timing out. And if I don't want to use it, then you can just hold down and have it go. So there we go. 2-in-1 clay and mud farm. For our last project of the day, we are going to return to the industrial district because I would like to make a resin farm. So I have a design by Raiseworks that will do. It's nice and compact, doesn't take a ton of materials, which I have already mostly gathered, and should get me all that I need. So we'll get this built up in here. But first, I need to get a little bit of resin because I need a whole bunch of creaking hearts. And I have one, and this is all the resin I have. So I have to do a little temporary setup to get that going. And then, yeah, I guess I can do that while I can start building the farm while I am waiting for night to fall. And we will find out if the creakings are affected by the mob switch, because I don't know if they are or not. I would assume they are, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm going to get to building, and yeah, I'll show you when it's done. That awful moment when you're working on your creaking farm and are not paying attention to the time, and they all spawn around you. Well, hey, good news, it works. I gotta go sleep. So the sun is starting to go down, and our farm is complete. So I will put a link in the description to this farm. But really easy to make, really easy to gather the resources for. And yeah, so there is everything. All of our creakings will spawn up here. They will get pushed down into the water streams, and I did not make a way to get in this place. Here, I do have these resin blocks, so we should be able to just stack up here, and apparently I left my schematic on. That's fine. So yeah, so we have a crafter here, so this runs an auto crafter, which we don't need on at the moment. And then we have a system here that when I turn this on, this will do our, it'll shift the platforms, and every time this goes, it works for us to be able to hit our creakings. So yeah, now we just have to wait for night to fall and for them all to spawn. And there they are. I was just thinking, we know the farm works. Up, and here they come. So we can go ahead and just start swinging at them. They will eventually all make their way down in here. They'll get pushed by the water streams. And yeah, so yeah, I think I'm supposed to swing when the gate shuts or opens. I think it's set on the timing to get the maximum amount of resin from this. And you can see some was just pouring in there. So yeah, I don't think all of the creakings are down yet, but if we go up here, yeah, they're still getting there, but it looks like most of them are in. So yeah, I'm going to spend a night at this farm, and we'll see how much resin we have in the morning. We should be just about done. And there they go. Okay. Gonna let this system go through just a little bit more. It looks like all of that is clear. And we do still have a little bit of an overflow, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And then we'll let our crafters fit. My goodness. Okay, well, they look like they're largely concentrated in this first one. So why don't we take that out and we'll throw that in there. We can do that for those as well. Oh my. Looks like we have a little of residue off the side. I wonder if resin was spawning on stuff it wasn't supposed to spawn on. I will have to do some testing with that. I'm guessing we have a whole bunch over here. And it could be that it just pops off. But yeah, I mean, that's almost a stack of stuff that fell off the edges. So I will have to check on that. But are our crafters done? Let's see here. Can I do that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that looks like it's the end of it. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. And for the moment of truth, how much do we have? Okay, we have almost 8 stacks of blocks and we have a little bit more up there. So, is that it? Yeah, okay. So yeah, and let me just check. I want to just check these hoppers and make sure everything is good there. Okay, good. Nice. So yeah, so almost 8 stacks in one night. That is fantastic. And that will pretty much be all that we'll need from this farm. Yeah, I don't expect I will need this block a ton, but at least this way it's nice to have it. So that is where we are going to call it for today. So thank you all so much for watching. See ya real soon.